Hey friends, welcome back. Today we are talking about something most people don't prepare for when they run ads. The waiting phase. Dun dun dun. It's that moment when you launch an ad and think, okay, it's been a few days, why isn't anything happening? Most people fail at ads because their message is bad or their offer is wrong. Correct. They fail because they panic during this quiet early phase. And in this episode, I'm going to break down how ad platforms actually learn, why results compound over time, and how to stay grounded. It's a mental thing, you guys, emotionally and strategically. So you don't have to sabotage your own success. I'm also going to give you practical steps for what to do while the ads are running so your money is not wasted and your sanity stays intact. Let's jump into it. All right, so as I said before in the intro, I want to talk about the part of the ads that no one really is talking about and no one really prepares you for. Not the targeting, not the copy, not the budgets, but the waiting. It can be excruciating. And most people don't fail at ads because they're bad at marketing. They fail because they panic during the quiet part. And if you've ever launched ads and thought, okay, it's been a few days, clock is ticking, why isn't this working? This episode is for you. I'm going to walk you through how ad platforms actually learn, why results compound over time, why quitting early doesn't just pause results, it breaks the system, and exactly what to do during the waiting phase so you don't sabotage yourself. All right, now most of us come into ads with the wrong mental mode. We think, okay, I turn the ads on, people see them, sales happen. Boom, boom, boom. That is not how it works. And ads don't respond to urgency. They respond to data. And the problem is, humans hate waiting for data. We launch an ad, we check it every day, and then you start tweaking, thinking it's not working, and then you change the copy, and then you change the audience, and then you just turn it off because you're over it. Not because it's broken, but because you're uncomfortable with the not knowing. You're uncomfortable spending the money and not getting anything back. But what I want to tell you is that every ad platform goes through a learning phase. That phase exists for one reason, and that is to learn, to understand who responds to what. It's the testing phase. Who stops scrolling? Who clicks? Who stays? Who buys? And that takes time. When you make changes too early, you reset the learning. So instead of compounding, you keep starting over. This is why people say ads don't work. I tried it. It didn't work. What they usually mean is they didn't stay long enough for the system to finish learning. This is the part that no one is talking about. Days 4 through 10 of your ad, they're emotionally weird. You're watching the numbers, you're second guessing, you're wondering if you've made a mistake. That feeling does not mean anything is wrong. It means the system is listening. And if you quit here, you don't just lose momentum. You lose the data that would have made it work. This is where I see people waste hundreds, sometimes thousands of dollars, not on ads, but on emotional reactions. So here's what to do during your waiting phase. Number 1, do not touch the ad. I know it can be so tempting. But unless something is clearly broken, just leave it alone. Silence is not a failure. It's information gathering. Number 2, you're going to watch behavior, not sales. Clicks, saves, times on the page. These are signals the system uses before conversions show up. Number 3, you're going to audit alignment, not performance. Ask yourself, does this message clearly speak to one person? Does the sale page match the ad? Is the promise consistent? This is all about alignment, not optimization yet. Number 4, you're going to stabilize yourself. This is the most important part. Your job during this phase is not to fix. It's to hold steady. This is why I created a waiting phase guide. Not to teach ads, but to help you quit while you're working. What I want to be really clear about is something right here. You have to quit worrying. Of course, there do come times where it's like, okay, I've spent so much money and I only got this many sales or I got nothing back. Yes, it's always good to evaluate. But we have to be able to put the learning phase into our evaluation. We have to give it time first before we cut it off. So at the end of the day, the system is learning who we are selling to, what pain actually drives the buying, and you need to know how to write a sales page that feels obvious, how to pull ad hooks directly from that page, and how to set 30-day expectations that let results compound. So I built the One Alignment Framework worksheet. This framework is what I use to turn an old, unused course into $5,000 in sales from a $289 ad spend. I didn't rebuild, I did not hustle, I did not post more. I just aligned. And when the buyer, the pain, their message, and the system line up, results stop feeling random. If this episode helped you to slow down and understand what's actually happening behind the scenes, here's what I want you to do next. Download the Waiting Phase Guide, completely free, if you need support staying consistent over 30 days. Because remember, it's a waiting game sometimes. It is not always about the quickest results, the fastest results. Give the system a moment to breathe. Get the One Alignment Framework, and that will be in the show notes. And if you want the actual step-by-step system that creates predictable results, that's going to be the framework for you. And it tells you what to build. It helps you stay in the game long enough for things to work. Both of those together is where clarity is going to replace panic. Ads do not reward urgency. They have to learn first. They reward patience, structure, and alignment. And if this episode helped you breathe a little easier, you're already doing better than most. All right, guys, until next time, have a great day.